Day Street Books and HarperAudio present A Patriot's Calling, My Life as an F-16 Fighter Pilot by Lieutenant Colonel Dan Rooney. This is the author. To Jackie, the love of my life, to Mom and Dad, to my girls who teach me something every day, to all the spirit warriors who have shown me the way.
Forward by Jim Nantz, CBS sports commentator. As a sports commentator for CBS, I have many opportunities to be involved with great people and organizations dedicated to helping others. In June 2007, I received an email and opened it without expectation. What I encountered was an eloquent and heartfelt account of sacrifice, honor, and dedication. What I read was a story of two brothers dedicated to keeping a promise made months prior in a time of chaos and fear to never leave the other behind. And the story of a man unknown to me at the time who would carry on this promise for all American soldiers in harm's way. He would be their brother, their fellow soldier, and keep their legacy alive. Lieutenant Colonel Dan Rooney is a husband, a father, and now my friend. Dan gathers his inspiration from the people he encounters in life. He is genuinely interested and invested in their dreams and passions while unknowingly inspiring others. On that day in June, Lieutenant Colonel Rooney inspired me. He humbly asked for my assistance, and in return, I was given the opportunity to serve others through a game I have loved throughout my life. Like so many of us fortunate enough to play golf, Dan grew up with a deep love for the game and the character it builds. Lieutenant Colonel Dan Noonan Rooney is not only a PGA golf professional, but also an F-16 fighter pilot, his call sign originating from Danny Noonan in the movie Caddyshack. He is not what you imagine as the typical fighter jock. His self-deprecating humor is genuine and endearing. Noonan is the first one to tell you he is an ordinary guy with an extraordinary calling. He will tell you there is no such thing as chance. Life is made up of encounters that guide us on our unique journey. The ultimate reward is the fulfillment that comes from following your destined path. When Lieutenant Colonel Dan asked me to believe in his big dream, a concept called Patriot Golf Day, I told him I was honored to stand by him. We started small, but I have watched it grow into a band of brothers spanning this great nation. With his leadership and passion, I know this noble mission will continue to grow and change lives for generations to come. As a broadcaster, I have witnessed my share of amazing stories in living color. The drama of sport, competition, and life. The defining moments that make it all so compelling and give us hope. Lieutenant Colonel Dan's story is one of the best I have ever been blessed to witness. A Patriot's Calling is about living life between fear and faith. The stories that Lieutenant Colonel Dan shares are inspiring and empowering. They push us to the edges of life. They remind us that we are called to use our time and talents to positively impact the world. He allows us to climb into his cockpit and takes us on a journey marked by success, failure, laughter, and tears. He shares the stories of many remarkable people and the ways they have prepared him for the mission of living. We can all learn from the lessons of Lieutenant Colonel Dan's life. Lieutenant Colonel Dan will tell you he has been blessed, but we are the ones who have been blessed to know him. He is a uniter of people, a difference maker, and one of the greatest patriots I have ever met. I know you will enjoy listening to his fascinating story. You will feel in the...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?